got a crush on someone. Guess who? I've got a crush on you.
Tell me about your childhood crush.
His name is... He was this short little emo white boy. He wore like these plaid oversized shorts and Vans and Van tees.
Gator boy.
Yeah, and he had brown hair that wasn't gelled down, it wasn't like spiky, it was like that messy white boy stuff.
The messy white boy hair.
Yeah. Yeah, so I had a group of friends. There was 3 guys, 3 girls, and all the girls had a crush on the guys, and I had a crush on. And we had 3 classes together. And one of the classes was gym, which was my favorite, because then I got to really talk to him. Yeah. But yeah, the 6 of us just all hung out, and I looked forward to gym class. I was 85% sure that he liked me.
85%?
85% sure he liked me back. Because I had 2 of my friends also in the group who was like convinced as well that he liked me, so I was like, okay.
You got the cosign.
Yeah, I was like, okay. But I was also very shy around guys. And also later went to an all-white school, so the thought of someone like even liking me back was probably really rare. So didn't really have experience with guys, but yeah, I liked it. And near the end of sophomore year, it was raining outside, so gym class couldn't happen outside, so everyone had to go in the auditorium. So the 6 of us just chill in the auditorium, talking, and somehow the conversation got around to crushes. And he turns to me and he's like, oh, who's your crush? And I was like, I'm not telling you. He's like, I'll tell you if you tell me. And I was like, okay, you first. And he's like, okay, my crush is, and then he just, like this long pause, and it's just, he's looking at me and I'm looking at him, and it felt like the longest pause of my life. and then I saw something just change in his eyes. And he looks away and says another girl's name, a girl like who's in my friend's class. So everyone knew she had a crush on him, and it felt like a movie moment where like the sound just goes away, and it felt like just me and him, and I couldn't hear anything. It was just, my heart just sank, and then my friend, it comes out of like nowhere and goes, no. She's like, no. And she like, guess he's like, I have to walk away. And she like scurries off, and I'm like, I have to go help her. And I go after her, she's like, he was gonna say your name. He chickened out. He was gonna say your name. And I was like, it's okay. So we go back, and he's like, who do you like? I'm like, nigga, I ain't gonna tell you now. And I just said some guy from my church. And he was like, oh, really? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, really? And my friend's like, yeah, really. She really does. He was like, okay. And then the next year, early next year, I moved out of state and I never saw him again. And the girl, after I moved, the girl that he named, they went out, and now they're engaged.
What? Oh no. I mean, at least you know that it wasn't for nothing. Oh wow, you really?
Yeah.
You like her.
Right. Yeah. And then I talked to him a little bit on Facebook, but he said some problematic things. I was just like, oh, are you like, not racist, but like racist? Problematic. Like, and I was like, oh, okay, well, I feel a little better. Dodged a bullet.
So if you could go back, would you want him to say your name, or would?
Yeah, I thought sophomore year was my favorite year of high school because I had that group of friends.
Yeah.
I had this crush that I got to see every day, multiple times a day, and that I was also like friends with, and Yeah, it's definitely the year that transitioned me. I mean, to paint a picture of how I looked sophomore year, I was a little smaller than I am now, but these boobs weren't there. And just got my braces off.
Oh,
And
braces.
my hair was relaxed. My mom still had a lot of control over what I wore and how I did my hair. Strict Haitian parent. So I fell for him because I wanted to, I guess, have that aesthetic of the punk emo look that I wasn't able to do.
That early 2000s.
Yeah.
Gwen Stefani moment.
Yeah, because I was heavy into like Panic at the Disco and Fall Out Boy, Evanescence. Yeah, like I had a summer job at Hot Topic. It was my favorite store.
Oh wow, you were
So
like in it.
I was in it.
You got a summer job at Hot Topic.
And
Yes, suburban dream.
Suburbs of New Jersey, yes. So yeah, I wish he had said my name. Cause I saw something change in his eyes before he didn't say my name.
Yeah.
I know at least that he like thought I was attractive. If anything, if I saw him today, I probably would be like, "You gonna say my name? Were you gonna say my name? Just tell me." He'd probably be like, "Nah, bitch, you just made it all up in your head."
It's Beyonce.
And he's here now.
He's right. What do you think about crushes in general? Like, how do you?
They're the worst.
Do you still get them now that you're an adult?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. They suck. They and you can feel them when you just like you feel it coming out and you're just like, oh shit.
Now you just know about
Feelings.
it. You're like, this is.
When you just look at someone, you're like, do I like you?
What, like, if you could say, like, what is your definition of a crush?
That's just strong infatuation.
Yeah.
But just a desire to know more about them.
Mm.
And crush, you just allow yourself to have that fantasy in your head. So, which is really dangerous. So that's why I think it's really important if you have a crush to move past the crush phase and find out if this person that you have dreamt in your head is really who they are in real life. Yeah. Never said that story out loud.
Oh.
It sounds insane.
Thank you for sharing that with us.
Sweetie pie, all day and night time. Hear me sigh. I've never had the least notion that I could fall with so much emotion.